Now, it's a by-election triggered by the killing of an MP in her own constituency. Out of respect to Labour's Jo Cox, the other main parties decided they would not contest Thursday's Batley by-election. But Labour will be opposed by 9 other candidates. Kieran Jenkins joins us live now from Westminster. Kieran.
Well, under normal circumstances, there would be huge focus on this by-election in Westminster, and the media nationally. It would be Jeremy Corbyn's first election since being re-elected as Labour leader. Theresa May's first test in an election as Prime Minister. UKIP, whoever is leading UKIP these days, is a test for them also. But this is not a normal circumstance. Nobody wanted this by-election after Jo Cox was killed on June 16th, a week before the referendum. And it's one of the first occasions in modern times, if not the first, that mainstream political parties have not contested a by-election. And into that first test post-referendum of some of those issues raised by the Brexit vote. But it's not going
actress and EastEnders as well. Tracy Brabin has been the new
finding out in over a month in Batley. It's an opportunity for those on the fringes to have their voice heard. And in this report you will hear some strong language.
Assalamu alaikum. It's Friday. Coronation Street actress and EastEnders as well. Tracy Brabin has been the new selected person to stand for the by-election. You've got a question now. Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
I will be giving my full 101% backing to the Labour candidate. I don't expect there to be, it'll be just one or two.
There's actually about 9 parties, you know, British National Party, National Front.
You can't account for how people will vote on the day.
Why should our students pay £9,000 a year?
Get their balloons up, that's fantastic.
Why should you have to pay prescription charges?
We will seek justice for all the victims of the grooming gangs in this part of Yorkshire.
They're all here.
What you're doing is clearly wrong. In a town that don't want you. I live here, they don't.
I feel sorry for the people who live here next to you.
You are racist stuff now, get out.
Coming from an anti-Semitic, we don't believe what you say anyway.
We're still upset about Jo. Well, that's where her office was.
Stands for Liberty GP. Vote for Jack Buckby, Liberty GP.
I wish in a way the Conservatives were having a candidate, and then maybe we wouldn't have people like this jumping on bandwagon.
Jack Buckby stands for ending immigration, for tackling the grooming gangs in West Yorkshire, and for putting local people first.
All these people aren't worth a that's honest. They all say they're going to do something and they don't.
Yeah, look, just a few little things on here, these issues, right? Putting local people first, what do you think about that one?
Yes.
Good. What about power to the people?
Yeah.
The first woman in David, yes, yeah. Well, I used to teach religious education up the road, so I'm really into stuff like that, names. I think names are important.
Are you EDL?
Oh, no. Oh, can you please let people know on the grapevine we're not the ECR?
It's just how it looks to them.
This is the worst and saddest circumstances one would ever want for a by-election. Nobody ever wanted this by-election. The tragedy of the loss of Jo is something that's going to live with us for the rest of our lives. And in her memory, we're going to win. In her memory, we're going to fight for our National Health Service. In her memory, we're going to fight for good, strong communities all over the country. Thank you very much for inviting me here today.
Hiya, darling.
darling. Tracy Bravin. I'm the Labour candidate, but there are 9 other fringe parties who, it feels to me, that's not who we are. But what we saw as a tragedy, actually, these far-right and other parties have decided it's an opportunity for them to get their division and hatred out there.
Tracy would do a fantastic job for everybody in the whole community, I think. I am.
You
can watch it straight.
Can I give you that back, please?
Yeah.
Because
do you have any particular objection to what we're proposing here?
well, I don't believe that you should be putting up anyway, because Conservatives aren't, Liberals aren't, UKIP aren't, and I don't think you should do. Out of respect for Joe Cox. And I wasn't a Labour supporter, and I'm not. And I just think that.
Can I put it to you?